Hello everyone. So in this video, let us talk about websites. Now, I always talk about and promote and suggest to you that you should actually have a website of your own. And bare minimum, you should have a domain name and set up a simple website. It can be like very simple, but you should have a website. Now, the thing is that when it comes to choosing or deciding how you should be building a website. And I have made like a couple of videos in the past, but I just want to share my experience. Now I do have like few websites, not really a lot anymore, few websites in Drupal. And I have been for a long time a Drupal developer. In fact, I used to build Drupal websites for my clients. But of course, now I'm more focused on Jira, Atlassian consultancy, but I have a lot of experience building websites using Drupal. Now, you should use something like Drupal. I'm saying something like Drupal because there are a lot of other CMS based frameworks. But if you're using Drupal, then you have a, a portal, a website that is scalable. You can actually do a lot with it, not only in terms of features but content as well, because Drupal is really good in organizing and managing content. So if your site is content rich, like if you want to have plans for the next, I guess, 20 years, set up a website or hire someone who can actually build a website in Drupal. But for doing something very simple, if you're looking for a blog, just do a simple setup using WordPress, right? That is also great. And WordPress is definitely recommended if you just want to have a blog. That is it, nothing else. Now, apart from using some CMS or frameworks, I also wanted to talk about, and of course now I'm talking about frameworks like Drupal, which is of course a bit complex, and WordPress, and also we have static site generators, we have Grav, and and of course we have like a lot of options these days. And depending upon your use case and the kind of website you want to make, you can decide. But I would say that if you have because as I mentioned, you should always have a website irrespective of what you do. Maybe you're individual, you're an individual, or maybe you have a small business. Always try to set up and think about it and ask yourself, uh, if I set up a simple one page or two page or simple static website, is it enough for me? And the reason is that if you set up a website using CMS, then you will have to upgrade it, update it. That particular website running on Drupal, WordPress will be running on, of course, PHP, and PHP version will change. There will be security updates, and you will have to keep the site and the server up to date if you're doing it yourself. If you can pay someone, fine, but still there is a cost, right? But if you have like a static website, then it is, of course, cost wise, yes, it will cost you much less. And at the same time, you are basically looking for a website that will be hassle free for a long time. And you can actually keep it that way for as long as you want, until you decide or until you think that I need to maybe do something more on the website. So what I'm saying is that start with a static website. You can build it yourself, or maybe if you're willing to learn, just learn Bootstrap or whatever template thingy that you can find online. My websites are actually in Drupal, uh, and I use Bootstrap Drupal theme. But apart from Drupal, I moved a few of my sites to nothing but pure HTML, and I'm very happy. I'm very relieved, and and the main reason is that I don't really care about updating those websites a lot. I just have a domain name, and that is it. Those sites are running perfectly fine. They are super fast. They are responsive, and um, I thought I'll share this because sometimes people, because I've built a lot of websites for other people, I know that in the beginning they want to do a lot of wonderful things, and they don't really realize that website development is not really a product, it's a service. So if someone is saying that, okay, we can build a website for you, they might be able to build something for cheap, but you need them to update it regularly or upgrade the server, whatever, manage it. But if you have a simple website, then it won't really require a lot of maintenance unless uh, you are doing some changes. I think a website is nothing but your online presence somewhere. Your search engine will read it. I mean, Google will, Bing will read those or index those websites. If you are listed on Google Map, you can have a domain name, and I think it helps a lot. For example, these days I'm trying to buy something locally, and when I try to buy something, I check those businesses' website, because on the website it could be basically anyone. Like for example, if you're looking for a haircut, you can actually check their prices, you can check their website, and you can actually get a feel of their business. And that is actually very important. These days, people want to know a bit more about the company or business or shop with whom they are going to deal with. And I highly recommend you to get a website. But in the beginning, start simple. All right, that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about in this video. And I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.